the southern coastline of Australia. A pristine environment. Plentiful rainfall, mild conditions, lush pastures all year round. This is prime beef country, the home of Midfield Meat International. Midfield is a rapidly expanding producer and exporter, headed up by Colin McKenna.
Well, I've been in livestock all my life. I was brought up on a farm. I started the meat business 25 years ago. It started as a small little business and it's now grown. On single shift we slaughter something like 600 plus cattle per day and about 6,000 to 6,500 small stock per day.
Total control of the supply chain gives Midfield control over quality and reliability of supply.
We grow them, we fatten them, we slaughter them and bone them and pack them. From there we've got our own transports. That's why at Midfield customers get consistency of supply and a consistent quality.
Quality begins with the right kind of animal. The pastoral arm of the company is centred on its YGE Young Bull Beef program. These Friesian Holstein calves are drawn from a high-quality genetic pool to meet Midfield's marking and type specifications. On arrival, each calf is fitted with a radio frequency E-tag. Part of Australia's National Livestock Identification Scheme, the tags give each animal a unique ID number.
From birth to plate, we have total traceability of those animals.
Daily monitoring ensures that only healthy and thriving animals are kept in the program. The program sees calves moved from milk rearing at around 4 to 6 weeks to the backgrounding stage on a mixed diet of grass and pellets. Here you see both the E-tag and Midfield's ID tag in place. As well as providing traceability, the E-tag is used to track the progress of each animal through the rearing process. Weight gain and other factors are monitored and recorded on a regular basis. Careful selection means these young bulls will perform reliably to produce beef of an extraordinary consistency.
We have very, very fast growth rates. They're turned off at a very, very young age, some 15, 16, 17 months, so the product is still tender. That's what our customer wants.
Beef quality doesn't just depend on genetic endowment. These animals enjoy the ideal environment of the Union, an historic property recently acquired by Midfield.
Lush green pastures that's naturally grown. There's no chemicals or no GM products grown. We don't have to use hormone growth promoters in any way. No barbed wire or brands or horns to damage or score or scratch hides.
Further backgrounding sees the animals ready for the final growth phase from around 12 months of age. This can be on pasture or in a feedlot. At 16 to 17 months, they're ready for slaughter. This is Warrnambool, just south of the Union property. A thriving regional city, it's an attractive place to live for Midfield's growing workforce, for this is also home to Midfield's main processing plant. Here, all the hard work comes to fruition. These young bulls offer the best of both worlds. Still prepubescent, their muscle tone is little affected by testosterone, yet they have the rapid muscle development of entire animals. The vendor's declaration is the animal's official passport into the abattoirs. It requires binding declarations that the animals are free from chemical contaminants. It also identifies the animals and their supplier. Ante-mortem inspection carried out by a veterinary officer. Each animal carries its unique electronic ID right to the point of slaughter. This is captured and recorded as part of the traceback system. Processing is carried out in modern hygienic facilities. A comprehensive HACCP program includes close zero-tolerance monitoring. A rigorous testing program ensures that both product and the working environment conform with microbiological standards.
We run a nationally accredited laboratory. We test for total viable count, generic E. coli type 1, E. coli 0157H7 and Salmonella. We have excellent results with our total viable counts, and all our E. coli results are within the statutory guidelines. For 0157H7, in 4.5 years, we have not had one positive result.
The HACCP program includes regular cleaning, sanitizing and pre-operational inspections. Work surfaces and equipment are put through regular testing. Temperature control is another key feature of Midfield's HACCP program. Plate freezers compress cartons between the plates. This rapidly cools the product down to -18 degrees Celsius or 0 Fahrenheit. This exceeds blast freezer performance. It also prevents cartons expanding, and this allows higher stowage rates in containers. All room temperatures are constantly monitored, and cross-checks are done with hand probes. Data loggers are routinely used to monitor temperature control during transit to the customer. The HACCP program at Midfield is under constant management review. The company's QA team also has day-to-day contact with officers from AQUIS, the Australian Quarantine and Inspection Service. Rigorous assessment and documentation culminate in a health certificate for all product. With this, AQUIS certifies that the meat described in the consignment conforms with all the health requirements of Australia and the importing country. Midfield knows an effective HACCP program doesn't just rest on QA staff. All staff in the plant, from slaughter floor to loadout, complete nationally accredited training to develop and maintain their skill levels. Now let's get down to product specifications. Young beef bull is a naturally lean product, and Midfield consistently achieves between 90 and 95% chemical lean, with a tolerance of plus or minus 1%. With MQ scanning and backup lab monitoring, that's the standard of product Midfield can deliver, guaranteed. While Young Bull is the flagship, Midfield produces many other products. Yearling beef cuts, like tenderloin, and cube rolls. Cow beef manufacturing products, again in very lean grades. Lamb is another strong line. Midfield produces primal cuts, like legs, shoulders and loins, vacuum packed for the chilled trade. Many different products, but all produced with the same control systems and the same care. Who do you talk to at Midfield? Within the company, there's a specialised sales group. It deals with a growing list of export destinations: Japan, US, Canada, Mexico, and the Middle East.
People at Midfield understand what they sell. They know what they sell. Myself and all my team are on the floor just about every day. But if you don't know what you're selling, how can you sell it? People know if they buy a box of the Midfield product, they know what they're going to get.
It's no use having a great product if you can't guarantee delivery. That's why Midfield handles its own logistics. Delivery methods include modern road transport, air and sea freight. When it comes to beef, a lot of people claim to have the best. Their equipment might be as good as Midfield's. Their HACCP program might be as good. Some of them might even work as hard as Colin and his team. But do they have this? Growing beef in this environment. Midfield has the complete package.